Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wake the hell up, turn the volume way up, because we got this week's, another NFL Divisional Breakdown episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, number 7. I'm your host, Matt Kobold. Over here is Max Faulkner, and joining us back again this season, our AFC West representative from Indianapolis, Indiana, Kyle Jennings. Kyle, what's up, man?
Hey, it's great to be back. Glad I made it back again. A little too talky last time, but we're going to get the facts in. And once again, I want to say it's podcast season. That's all I want to say. Podcast season. Let's get it going.
Yeah, podcast season, baby. Max, you got anything that you want to talk about before we get into this breakdown?
Man, Breezy, we're on our 7th divisional
rolling
breakdown, and I got to tell you, I'm exhausted. We had 4 last night. We had 2 the other night. We got 2 more. We got 1 more after this one. I mean, let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. We got 2 great divisional breakdowns tonight. But this is a fun division. Well, is it?
We'll decide at the end.
We know who's going to win.
We'll take a vote at the end if this is an exciting division or not. But last year in the AFC West, of course, the Chiefs took home the crown, 11-6. This was their 8th straight divisional title. My goodness, Andy Reid and Patty. The Raiders were actually second in the division at 8-9. Broncos might surprise some people, finished 8-9. Chargers in the basement at 5-12.
Oh, so disappointing.
Anything, Kyle?
Without Justin Herbert, the Chargers are maybe the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Garbage.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a fact. Every team that had a backup quarterback play more than 4 games, at least won. We weren't close. We got beat like 63 to whatever by the Raiders. So, I mean, it really makes me feel good about Justin Herbert. Rest of the team, not so much. But we got Jim Harbaugh. So, in Jim Harbaugh, we trust.
Yeah.
Anything, Max, before we get into the positions from the standings from last year?
Man, I just remember last year I was in Los Angeles, so I was rooting for the Chargers. I wasn't rooting for the Rams because I really like Justin Herbert. I think he's an elite quarterback. And also had Keenan Allen on my fantasy football team, so I was like, man, that combo, unbelievable. But you're absolutely right. When Justin Herbert goes down, oh my goodness. The Chargers defense is just like, you might as well get a high school team out there. Go get a high school team out there. Lake Central High School. That's the high school I went to. Back in my day, they were 1-12. They were 1-12 all 4 years. It was like
all 4?
All 4. All 4. I remember the coach was trying to get me, trying to recruit me, and he was like, "Oh, we need a tight end." And that year they went, I think, 1-10. So I was like, I'm glad I said no. So anyway, that's the Chargers.
Could have been 2-10 with you. You never know.
Hey.
I mean, 2-9.
Who knows?
Let's get into the positional rankings for the AFC West at the quarterback position. There might be some debate at the bottom, but I don't think there should be any debate at the top. Patty, Justin Herbert. I'm going Bo Nix 3rd. Gardner Minshew, number 4 there for the Raiders. Max, you agree or disagree with me?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Patty Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. What else do we have to say? I'm excited to see Bo Nix, though. I am really excited for Denver. I've been bragging about Bo Nix. What?
Really excited
Well, you're
for the Broncos.
In Denver, you're going to be talking about him. So I like Bo Nix. I like him. I was talking about him during the draft. I said, hey, I think the Patriots should go for Bo Nix, not Drake May. I'm just saying, 76, 78% completion percentage, whatever the hell that is. I was like, you got to have that. But I'm glad they didn't, because Bo Nix in Denver, that's a better scenario for that kid. Okay, so he's going to have a better career than freaking Drake May in New England.
I'm definitely excited to see Bo Nix out here. Kyle, what's your quarterback rankings for this division?
100% agree with both of you guys as well. Like you said, Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in football, unfortunately. Justin Herbert, second best, right behind him. No, I'm just kidding. But he's right behind him. I'm excited for Bo Nix, too. I actually, being a rival in division, aside, I drafted him in one of my dynasty leagues. I think he's going to be really good in that.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. So, exactly the same as you guys.
Cool.
Let's look at the running back position here. I'm staying with the Chiefs at the top. Isaiah Pacheco, I see a breakout season coming. I really like him. CEH as the backup. Then I'm going to the Raiders. Zamir White got a couple opportunities last season, and it paid off. Alexander Madison as the backup. I'm going your Chargers then, Kyle, with Edwards and Dobbins, and then I'm going the Broncos out here. Javonte Williams, not sure what's going on. McLaughlin, my guy Audric Estime out of Notre Dame. It's a stinky situation here in Denver. Max, agree or disagree with me?
I disagree with the bottom. I switch with Denver being number 3 with Javonte Williams because are you serious? Gus Bust and J.K. Dobbins, who's throwing him out into a wheelchair. How many times I got to say this on the podcast? This guy is Kenny
Been a
Kawaguchi
few.
from Backyard Football. Kenny Kawaguchi.
It's crazy. Oh man,
Kyle, do you have your Chargers in the basement for the running back position?
I do not. I actually have my Chargers second, and here's why. So I have Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos in the basement.
Okay.
I love Pacheco. Good, been consistent. He's going to produce. He's got Patty Mahomes, light boxes, going to produce. I have the Chargers second because of the Jim Harbaugh effect. I mean, he's everywhere he's established the run. Drafted Joe Alt, first round, 5th overall pick. Already have Notre Dame. Already have a all-pro left tackle. We drafted another first-rounder guard 2 years ago. So we've got a lot of talent on that line. I think we just needed the right coaching. So J.K. Dobbins has actually looked really good. Kenny Kawaguchi aside, he's looked really good, really healthy. And I think he is, due for a breakout season. And regardless if he doesn't, Kamani Vidal, who we drafted in the 6th round, was really good. I like Samir White for the Raiders. And then, like you said, the Broncos kind of sticky situation a little bit there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you just named Kamani Vidal there. I've been hearing some things about him, so my eyes will be open. Definitely. Quick
question on J.K. Dobbins. Maybe you could let us know the wheelchair that he's using. Is he using straight arms, or does he have NOS in an electric wheelchair? All right, because maybe he's got some, the Fast and the Furious style.
He's got two NOS packs on both sides. He's got the juice in that wheelchair, man. As long as he's hitting the hole hard, that's all I care about, man. He can be in a wheelchair.
It's hard to take down a wheelchair.
I'm not getting in the way. I'm not getting my foot run over.
A lot of stability, man. A lot of stability.
Yeah, tough to get him on the ground.
Yeah, that contact balance, man.
The wide receiver position in the AFC West. I'm actually going to go to the Raiders here at the top because of Devontae Adams. He's a Hall of Famer. Been one of the most consistent receivers of the last decade, but we will talk about him a little bit more later. Jacoby Myers is an underwhelming wide receiver too. But then I'm going to go Kansas City, number 2 here. Rashee Rice. He from week 12 on last year was wide receiver 9 in points per game. So he was really clicking with Patty there late. But, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, we'll see there. Then I'm going Chargers third. I'd love for you to break this down for us, Kyle, when it's up to you for the Chargers there. What's the pecking order? And then I got the Broncos last again. Cortland Sutton had 10 tutties last year and was like wide receiver 37. Explain to me how the hell that happens. These guys are bums. Yeah. Max, wide receiver position for you.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs at number 1 with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. I think Xavier Worthy can be big time with that speed. What is he? Runs a 4.2? Something
Combine record.
Something ridiculous. This could be a potential Tyreek Hill, the new Tyreek Hill. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's hard to say that. I know it's hard to say that, but fast. That guy is lightning, and also Patty Mahomes. Come on, he'll make those receivers better. Yep. At number 2, Devontae Adams. Okay, I think regardless of who's throwing to him, they figure it out. He gets the ball, and actually, you know what? I said it last time about Gardner Minshew when he was tossing to Michael Pittman Jr. Michael Pittman Jr. had over 1,100 yards last season. Devontae Adams is way better than Michael Pittman Jr. So I think that's a good situation there. And then, I'm going to agree with the Chargers. We'll hear about you, Kyle, if Joshua Palmer is going to be the number 1, or is it their new, the new, why can't I think of his name? Shit, the big. McConkey. Yeah, McConkey. A lot of people are saying McConkey, so I would like to know. And then Sutton. Sutton's good. Maybe Bo Nix and him can find some chemistry pretty quick. I don't know.
10 tutties, I believe, was about 5th at the wide receiver position, and you're fucking 37th? My God, Cortland Sutton. My God. Kyle, give me your rankings for the wide receiver position here and talk about the pecking order for the Chargers.
Yeah, sure. So I've got the Chiefs first. I think between Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, And then Marcus Brown, I know he's hurt, and I know he's going to be out for the first couple of weeks, but like that's a sleeper pick you can't sleep on. They also just picked up Juju. I mean, he got cut, but like having him as your fourth wide receiver, I don't care. Fourth wide receiver, I think, and plus Patty Mahomes, he picked him up anyway, so he's going to make anybody look good. I've got the Raiders second. Devontae Adams, like you said, Hall of Famer. I do think he takes a step back this year, but I also really like Jacoby Myers also. I'm going to also count in their tight ends into that. That's another reason why I have the Chiefs at 1 with Kelsey there. But if you count also Bowers and Michael Mayer, I really like that group there too.
Great combo.
But for pass catchers at least. And then I've got the Chargers at 3. Pecking order, as far as the receivers go for the Chargers, I do think that Josh Palmer is going to be our receiver 1.
Okay.
However, I don't think Glad McConkey's far behind. The reports in training camp is that they have a really good connection, him and Justin Herbert. But I just think that Josh Palmer, they've built a relationship longer. So, but I do think Glad McConkey in your dynasty league, pick him up. Another sleeper for, single year fantasy teams, DJ Chark has looked really good. He's injured right now, but he had a really good connection on those deep balls. Yes, that's true, always. But he's had a really good connection with Herbert on those deep balls, so might be like a tiny sleeper for maybe a best ball league or something like that. And then last, like you said, Broncos, Cortland Sutton, really all they got, and we'll see.
Name you didn't mention for your Chargers there, Quentin Johnston, first-round pick last season. You giving up on him?
I did that on purpose. No, no, I'm not giving up on him completely. Honestly, he has looked better in training camp. But, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. He did it last year where he started looking okay. Training camp videos are made to make your players look good, not bad. So I'm kind of taking all that with a grain of salt. The coaching staff has said he's gotten a lot better. I've seen him working after practice. So let's hope that he's learned how to catch a football. That's the primary job of a receiver. If he can do that, he's the athlete that you need to be an NFL receiver. He's a very good athlete, but he can't catch the ball. So until I see that, I'm just not even going to mention him.
I like it. Let's go to the tight end position here to finish us up, the positional rankings. I don't think there's going to be much debate here. Travis Kelce, probably the best tight end to ever play the game. Brock Bowers, number 2 for me. I'm excited for him. They're lining him up in the slot. So many tutties at Georgia, so many tutties. Then I'm going Greg Dulcich out here for the Broncos. Let's go Broncos. And then Will Dissly last, or Hayden Hurst, whoever you want to put there for your Chargers, Kyle. Max, agree or disagree?
Agreed. We don't have to talk too much. I would like to know when Brock Bowers is being drafted, though, because that guy might be is he a late round? Are we going to get lucky in like 13th, 14th?
I'll give it to you right now. Brock Bauer. Wow, you're right. Late 14th. Late 14th.
That could be a sleeper pickup right there. I think he can have a pretty good rookie season. Excited about that.
Wow. Kyle, give us your tight end rankings, please.
Same as you guys. I got Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers.
Brock Bowers, just an update on him. His foot, something going on with the foot. He's going to be held out, but Coach Antonio Pierce is not worried about his availability for week 1. So something to watch. Okay. Anything else on the tight ends, Kyle? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, no. I 100% agree with you. Travis Kelce, Hall of Famer. Really like Brock Bowers. Thought maybe he was somebody we could have drafted. Unfortunately, I don't think Greg Dulcich is that good. It's just we have Hayden Hurst, so that's why they're above us.
You going Hayden Hurst over Will Dissly?
As a pass catcher. Will Dissly's one of the best blocking tight ends in the league, but Hayden Hurst is like better pass catcher.
Yeah.
Not a great one.
Decent hands.
Yeah.
Let's get into our biggest queefs and sleepers for the division. Last year, we had some solid picks here. I put Josh Jacobs down, boys. He was going about running back 5. He was the rushing champion. Finished about running back 28. You had him. You weren't happy if you spent a first rounder on him. Max had a good one. Jimmy, Queef, Garoppolo. Always a queef. Back up with the Rams. You guys know he's suspended for juicing. He's got a suspension.
He juiced too?
Really?
HGH,
all in his knees. He put it all in the knees.
Got a suspension to start the season. Fucking Jimmy G. And then Kyle, arguably, you had the best take of anybody last season. Your queef of this division was Russell Wilson. You came on here. You said with all that money, it didn't matter that they were going to bench Russell Wilson late in the season, cut him.
Wow.
You said they were going to cut him, eat all that money. Kyle, that was a great pick by you, man.
Nailed that.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
And they just didn't fit the system. The writing was on the wall, and Sean Payton's a no-nonsense type of guy. I was like, he doesn't care about the money. So, yeah. That's probably one of my best takes I've ever had, so I'm pretty proud.
Cut that one. Tape. Cut that one. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your wallet. Wallet for later.
It's on tape.
I'm the one who got one too.
It's on tape for sure. Max, give us your biggest queef, the guy that's going to be messing up your panties the most in this division.
Yeah, so biggest queef is sorry there, Kyle. The Chargers running game. Not even thinking about Gus Bus. Not even thinking about Kenny Kawaguchi. I don't want either of them. I love John, but you're absolutely right about Jim Harbaugh and his running game. You're right. But these guys do not excite me. If anything, I think it's going to be maybe a bigger year for Justin Herbert. Maybe they're just going to be tossing the ball a lot more now that they got the blocking available for him, protecting him. Let him throw the ball. Maybe it could be an exciting year for Justin Herbert as far as yards and touchdowns go. But that running game, no way. Disgusting. Ugh.
Hold your thoughts on that one, Kyle. Hold your thoughts on that one because I want to hear your queef in this division.
Yeah, so this is going to be surprising, but I kind of have another shocking one. Just like last year, my queef of the division is actually going to be Davante Adams, and it's really
nice.
Ironic because I have second in the wide receiver ranking. As bad as Jimmy Garoppolo is, I think that Gardner Minshew is not better.
Ooh.
I think that last year they were playing for a coach that after McDaniels got fired, people get motivated by that type of stuff. But now, they don't have that motivation. It's just, he's the head coach. So now it's like, how can you coach? And I like Antonio Pierce, but he's going up against three very high-level coaches in Peyton, Harbaugh, and Reed that I just don't think he can keep up with. And I don't think that offense is going anywhere. I don't like it. So where Davante Adams is getting drafted, I just don't think people are going to be getting the value that they're expecting out of him this year, especially with he's going to be, I think, 32 this year. So age regression. I don't like it. So that's my queef.
Nice.
I got to piggyback on that, Kyle, because my biggest queef of the division is going to be the whole Raiders wide receiver room, the depth chart for the receivers, starting off with Davante Adams, as you said, 32 years old in December. Second in the NFL in targets last year, 175. They were shitty targets, but he was getting them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he doesn't need to play in the preseason, but it is to be noted that he missed all 3 preseason games. Birth of his son, congratulations for the first one. But he tweaked something in practice and missed the next 2. He has no reps with Gardner Minshew. No reps with him. Jacoby Myers is your number 2. Kyle, I think you're higher on him than me. We're going Trey Tucker, DJ Turner, Tyreek McAllister, Ramel Keaton, Jeff Foreman. Boys, I don't know who those guys are.
No.
This could be a QB battle where both guys are playing. And I don't see the Raiders getting 8 wins like last year, so there's going to be less scoring opportunities. The whole Raiders room for me. Max, give us your thoughts on the Raiders wide receivers, and then give us your sleeper.
I completely agree. I would love to see Gardner Minshew sit out, and then they put A.J. McConnell in from Purdue.
AJ?
Right? Oh, not A.J., sorry. I forgot his name.
Last time it was TJ.
Aiden
Last
O'Connell.
time it was TJ.
Aiden O'Connell. Sorry. From Purdue University. Yeah, right. I messed it up twice now. Aiden O'Connell from Purdue University, probably the best quarterback that we have had since Drew Brees.
I was going to say.
And I would love to see him go back in, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Good call on that. Davante Adams, man, he's in our draft code, Breezy, 2-keeper league, everybody. So we're starting in the 3rd round. Davante Adams is available. Does he go high? Who's drafting him in that top 5 pick scenario for us? I could see it. I could definitely see it.
Currently, Adams on ESPN mid-3rd. So in our round,
Yeah. So
that's high. That's high.
I don't know if I want him, to be honest. I'm looking at my big board so far. I'm not done with my big board. I still got a little bit to do here. First round. But I don't know. I'm shaky on him too. I'm shaky on him. All right. Okay. Let's go to sleepers. We already talked about him today. I'm going Ladd McConkey, okay, from the Chargers because he's a rookie. I love Justin Herbert. I just said it that I think that Justin Herbert can have a huge year just from just tossing, just keep tossing. The running game sucks. Just keep tossing, keep tossing. You're getting blocked, or you got the perfect blockers out there for you. Could be a shocking season for Justin Herbert. I know we had him low in our quarterback rankings, but maybe he ends up being way better than we thought, and Ladd McConkey ends up being a stud. So that's what I got for my sleeper, everybody.
Definitely was a sleeper coming out of Georgia for sure. I like that with the wide receiver room where we don't know who the number one is. He could definitely be the number one. Kyle, anything on McConkey, and then give us your sleeper.
Oh no, like I said earlier, I like McConkey. I think he could lead the team in receptions. Like I said, training camp, everything sounded really good. He's got a good connection with Herbert. He's got that 4.3 speed along with exceptional route running, which is a great combo that you want to have. And also he's got good hands. So really like him. My sleeper is gonna really contradict Max a little bit. My sleeper is J.K. Dobbins. Where you can pick him up is basically a negligible pick, but you could potentially be getting a league-winning running back for a pick where you're going to take, I don't even know a player that's going down there. It's like a 13th round pick, so bottom of your bench for a potential number one running back. People forget that J.K. Dobbins coming out of Ohio State was considered an elite running back. The Ravens didn't give up on him regardless of all the injuries. They could have cut him. The Ravens had great roster talent from top to bottom, and they still saw the talent and were like, this player is worth keeping regardless of all the injuries they've had every single year. And like I said, in training camp, he's looked really good. We've invested in the offensive line. And like I said, Jim Harbaugh, his offense starts with the run game. I think that Justin Herbert's going to have an exceptional year. I think it's going to be a more efficient year. Where he's not having, games where he's got 40, 45 attempts. He's going to have 25, 30 with more efficiency and still get those yards, still get those touchdowns. But that's going to be because the running game is going to open it up for him. So I'm really excited about J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins going on ESPN in the mid 14th. So definitely free. We'll see how he looks after that Achilles. We'll see. But damn it, I got to piggyback on that too because I'm going Gus Bus Edwards. Yes, he's been injured, fellas. He's been injured. He's played 6 years in the NFL. In 3 of those 6 years, he's played in every game. In 3 of those 6 years, he's played in every game. So he might not be as hurt as we think. Running back 25 last year, he set career highs in carries, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, receptions, and receiving yards for, if I'm not mistaken, Greg Roman in Baltimore, boys. For Gus Edwards' career, he has 699 career rushing attempts, 4.9 yards per carry. 4.9 yards per carry in this guy's career. He's got juice. From week 7 on last season, he was running back 12 in fantasy. From week 7 through 11 last season, he was the running back 1 in fantasy. This is last year, boys. Kyle, you already said it about the Chargers bolstering that offensive line. Jim Harbaugh. Boys, we watched Michigan last year. J.J. McCarthy, 10, 12, 15 passing attempts. All they did was run the ball. Greg Roman, G-Rowe comes in. All he wants to do is run the ball. They itch to run it. Gus Edwards, he's going right before J.K. Dobbins, right there, the mid 14th. Like you said, you could be getting a starting running back for free. Starting running back for a team that wants to run the ball with a quarterback that might be a little hurt. So I'm with you there. I don't think we can sleep on this running back room. Max, I know you're out on it, though.
Have fun.
Kyle, why don't you give us your final standings prediction for the AFC West? How's this going to break down? Anybody getting a wild card?
So I have I didn't put records down, but I have the standings. I have the Chiefs going, probably getting the bye, probably in the 1 seed, just like they usually do. Right behind them, I have the Chargers coming in. I think we get a wild card berth. Jim Harbaugh, I'm going to continue to preach this. It's just the Jim Harbaugh effect. You go back to San Diego State, Stanford, San Francisco, Michigan, everywhere he goes, he comes in and he has immediate success. And it's funny because I said at the beginning, like without Justin Herbert, the Chargers maybe were the worst team in the league. But some of that had to do with the coaching. This is maybe one of the biggest upgrades in the NFL, just from the dichotomy of the coaching change we've had from Staley to Harbaugh. And I think that, you know, we've had a lot of roster churn at the bottom of the roster, and I think that can really help us pick up those wins where we were, you know, pulling a loss from the grips of victory, basically. And then right after that, I have the Broncos coming in, not making the wild card, missing the playoffs. And then last, we got the Raiders. They're not good. They're just not very good. So.
I like it. Max, you gonna agree or disagree with him?
Well, I completely disagree. We're probably going to have a little discrepancy here. Other than the Chiefs. Okay, Chiefs will be there. They'll be fighting for another Super Bowl. T Swift will be in the stands, flashing her titties, and you know, for Travis Kelce. T for Travis T. But I completely different. At number 2, I actually have the Raiders. Okay, I have the Raiders because
always been a fan.
Last season, what would they end up being? Would they end up 8-9? 8-9. Zamir White they're saying that Zamir White is supposed to be this big time. Go get him right now. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing. Devontae Adams, and it'll be an interesting offense, and we'll see. Defense is definitely looking better compared to the other defenses like the Chargers. Okay, number 2, these could be flipped. But I'm going to go with a little bit more experience in Sean Payton with the Broncos, and then the Chargers last. I think the Chargers are in a rebuilding year. I think this is you lost Keenan Allen. Austin Eckler can't play anymore. You signed Gus Butts and DK Dobbins. I'll bring it up one more time. All right, and the wide receivers you don't know yet. Ladd McConkey, okay, we're a little bit excited about him, but you don't know. Joshua Palmer, not bad. Maybe this is a breakout year, but he ain't Keenan Allen. He's not Keenan Allen. So I think it's a rebuilding season. They might want to go for another top 10 pick, get Justin Herbert a weapon, and also real quick, the Chargers defense is one of the worst defenses in the league. They suck. They gave up 60 whatever points to the freaking Raiders last year. They suck. All right. So until they show me they can work on that defense, I think this is just a rebuilding season for Jim Harbaugh. And that's what I got. That's what I got, boys.
Man. My final standings prediction, yeah, we're all a little different, but definitely all 3 of us on the Chiefs for sure. Why not? You have to. But I am going Chargers second. I think Justin Herbert is by far a way better quarterback than those other 2 Queefs.
Yeah.
And the Jim Harbaugh effect, G-Row in there. I like it. It's going to be close, though. It's going to be close between second, third, and fourth, just like it was last year. I'm going Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, then Broncos. We got a rookie quarterback out here. We're going to see about Bo Nix. Gardner Minshew, he's competent. He's talking about what he did with Michael Pittman Jr. last year. He's competent. So I'm going Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Kyle, we appreciate you coming out here, brother, joining us for this AFC West breakdown. Anything you got about your Chargers, the division, Max putting your Chargers in the basement, what do you got to say?
Hey, man, Max, I'm excited for Jim Harbaugh to prove you wrong.
All right.
I'm telling you, I don't think people realize how bad Staley was. And, it's hypocritical because last year I was defending them, but, I'm just a homer. I love the Chargers. I didn't want to say they were bad, but I think even in my heart, I knew that he was not the right coach. He should have been fired the year before. Jim Harbaugh, like I said, just wins everywhere he goes. The defense in the preseason has looked fantastic. You forget that this defense is brought over it's basically the Ravens defense that got Mike McDonald hired in Seattle. That was the best defense in the league last year, and also the best defense in college football with Jesse Minter, who we've also brought over from Michigan. So I'm really excited to see what we can do with some competent coaching, and I think we're going to do a lot.
All right. I would like to see that, and I'm happy to hear that they're doing something with that defense because it has been shitty, and they need to help out Justin Herbert a little bit. Oh, my goodness.
5 picks in the last preseason game.
Okay. All right.
5.
Also backup players, so let's not forget about that.
Hey, Trey Lance, 3rd overall pick.
Ray Lance, the guy that I like that guy.
Yeah, you love them. You got a jersey, don't you, Cobreezy?
Yeah.
How many jerseys in your closet, Cobreezy?
You're looking at how many. You're looking at how many right here behind my shoulder and the one on me. David, before we get out of here, since we're talking about the Chiefs, Kyle, are the Chiefs going to be the first team ever in NFL history to win 3 in a row?
No. I do think they get the number 1 seed. I think they're good. I think that one of these teams in the AFC that have been grinding it out with them to get there, a la like the Bills or the Bengals, I think one of them takes them down this year. The three-peat, the reason why the three-peat, Ravens won, yeah, it could be the Ravens. Three-peat's so hard because it's just such a competitive league. Once you have that target on your back, everybody's going for it. You get everybody's best. And it just wears teams down with how physical the NFL is. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
Max, same question to you. First team ever, Chiefs, 3 in a row?
No, I'm going to say no as well. They make the playoffs, they make a run. They might even go to that AFC Championship game, but I think they're going to get taken down by the Ravens. I'm going Ravens this year. I really, really like them. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because I know last year that was the AFC Championship game, if not mistaken, right? And the Chiefs beat it? Yeah, okay, that'd be a fun rematch.
I believe so, yeah.
I think it'll be a little bit different this year.
Definitely, if you got to go Chiefs or the field, you got to go to the field for sure. Max, great breakdown here. Take us home. Get us out of here.
Of course. Thank you for coming out to our 7th divisional breakdown here in the NFL, going over the AFC West. Please let us know, who do you think is going to win the division? That's an easy one. I shouldn't even ask that. How about J.K. Dobbins, Kenny Kawaguchi? You guys drafting them? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Give me all these pictures of Kenny Kawaguchi while you're at it. It brings me back to my childhood days. But continue to please like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. We appreciate you all. And man, you guys are go for J.K. Dobbins. Go get it.
Run the ball all day.
Go have fun.
They're running all day.
Go get a wheelchair for yourself, Ryan. You can sit in there. Make sure it has a cup holder, though. It has a cup holder for you. That might be fun on Sundays for you.